Welcome back to another edition of Home Baking. It didn't save when I added all my ingredients into the mixer here, but basically today we are making Olive Garden Copycat breadsticks. So if you haven't been able to go out to a restaurant and you miss them, well, you can make them at home. They don't look exactly the same, but they taste really similar. They're delicious, and so we're going to be making that today. So it helps if you have an electric stand mixer. I've got all of my ingredients in here, and so what I did was I added, I put in the warm water, the yeast, and a half teaspoon of granulated sugar. I whisked it together. I had the whisk attachment on, and I whisked it until the yeast dissolved. So we're going to let that rest 10 minutes, and then we'll be back to add in the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so I might start doing these videos on my phone because Photo Booth on my laptop is just not saving my videos. So basically what I did was we added in the remainder of the ingredients. We did step 2, the granulated sugar, the 1.5 cups flour, the salt, and the vegetable oil. Then we fit the mixer with the paddle attachment and blended the mixture until it was well combined. So I switched the mixer to the dough hook attachment, let it knead. Basically we want the dough to be elastic and smooth. So we want the, we don't want it to look all floury. We want it to look cohesive. This is how mine looks. You can kind of touch the dough, feel it, make it, see how it feels to you. Butter your mixing bowl, and then I put some plastic wrap over it, and we are going to wait until it doubles, about 1.5 hours, and just put it in a warm place. And so we will be back in about 1.5 hours when the dough is ready. Okay, so dough has risen. I punched it down. This is about 2 ounces by weight. We're gonna separate them into about 12 portions, 2 ounces by weight. And this is gonna be the most complicated part of the recipe. Okay, so I've divided them into the dough balls, and this is where it gets complicated. So I'm going to move this so it's not in the way, so you can see what I'm doing. This is where you kind of have to roll it out. This is where we're going to shape them and make them actually look like. It's already not working so great. So I think the surface I'm doing this on is a little too slippery. I might just have to go ahead and do this on the counter. Okay, here's one that seems like it might work. It's actually like rolling out on its own. So that's nice. So then, all right, we're just sort of like gently pushing out from the center. So yeah, I just needed a few at the beginning to start with. You always have a couple bad ones. So you're gonna see the bad with the good, and that's kind of, we're all learning together. So this one's actually turning out pretty nicely. And again, you're just like rolling from the center, but you're pushing out at the same time. So it's a technique that you have to get used to. Now see, it's pretty thin, but hopefully it'll rise a bit. That one looks like one of the better ones that I've done. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's just
having some issues with the first ones. Sticking too much. They weren't like sticking enough. Here we go. It's good, you can kind of see what I'm doing. And you do want to just push out from the center. This one's getting a little lopsided on one side, but should be fine. So I think what my issue was is I used too much flour. It started rolling too easily. You want to like have some tension. Okay, much better. Okay, we are on the last one. So of course, this one's not going as smoothly as the last 5 I just did, but you know. Here we go. Also sort of twist it out if it's doing this thing. There were some that were easy to do, and then there's this one, you know? So see, it's sort of lengthening, which is what we want. Here we go. Again, pushing gently from the center. Sort of twist it out too if it's doing this. So it's the last one, so it's got to be a little bit difficult. Then after this, we just need to cover them with plastic wrap on the baking tray and let them rise for an hour. So this should be pretty easy. Okay. Get my plastic wrap. I made significantly more than 12. I think I must have miscounted somewhere. So yours may be bigger than mine. Okay, so we're gonna let them rise for an hour. And then at the end of that hour, we are going to, 10 minutes before that hour ends, we are going to preheat the oven. So there's my breadsticks. Not the prettiest, but again, they will taste good. So that's the important part. All right, we're gonna let them rise for an hour. Okay, so the dough has risen for an hour. I've already got the oven preheated. This is what mine look like. I'm pretty happy with some of the rises. You know, some of them are flatter than others. But you know, I also made some extras, so there'll be like the good ones and the bad ones, which is nice. So let's see. All right. So we are going to bake for 11 to 13 minutes until they're golden. Obviously, you should take the plastic wrap off before you put it in the oven. All right. So here we go. Okay, Google, set a timer for 11 minutes.
11 minutes, and we're starting now.
Okay, so I set a timer, and right now, wasn't that fun? We are going to whisk together a 1/4 teaspoon salt and garlic powder. And this will go on top. It makes that yummy, like, topping that is on the, garlic powder. I know I have garlic powder. I just need to find the garlic powder. Gonna get the salt out. I'm just sort of eyeing this. Take tiny whisk. Just sort of mix it up together. Oops. Whisking a little too forcefully. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of butter out, and I'm gonna use that when the bread is done. Put this on here. I don't want to waste an entire stick of butter on this, so okay. Soften that up a bit. Okay. And then we will wait and see what they look like out of the oven. Okay, so my first batch is out of the oven. They're a little browner than I'd even have liked. The second batch is still a little light for my taste, so we're gonna do the topping on these first. So what we're gonna do, just take the butter, nice and smooth across the top here. Pinches of the garlic salt. Is this bowl wet? Might have an issue here. I think this bowl was a little wet, which was a problem. Didn't properly dry before I put it in the cabinet. So I'm gonna make a little more garlic salt before I batch here. Now these are going to be delicious warm. You can reheat them, just keep them in a airtight container. Okay, we're going to wait for the second batch to come out. Second batch is done, so we're going to do this for the second batch. Turned out really nice. You know what? I bet it was my fingers. Okay. All right. So that is how to make Copycat Olive Garden breadsticks. Like I said, it's a little complicated, but only when you're actually rolling out the breadsticks. So next month it'll be complicated, but in a different way because we'll be making sourdough. So make sure to sign up for our Maker's Day activities. Everybody will be able to receive 1 kit per family of a sourdough starter kit, so you can make your own sourdough. I'll be posting a video about how to make your own sourdough. Big thanks to Breadsmith and to njmakersday.org for making the whole thing possible. But we have some really exciting programs coming to you for Maker's Day, so I hope to see you there. All right, happy baking.